Those flowers are adding a wonderful south of the border look to this mandala. Hey guys, welcome back to Frances Quilts. Thanks for joining me today as I work through the next section of our mandala, this bright yellow one here. I'm having so much fun with it, and I promised you flowers. Today I'm going to deliver flowers. So let's cut the chatter and just get to the drawing and then on to quilting. All right, we're going to start where we left off last time. The first thing we're going to do is to go to one of those points, and we're going to count over 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, and we're going to draw a line between those 2 points, and then we're going to come back down again over 2 and down 2, but that puts us meeting at that point that we had previously quilted. Again, up 2 over 2, and then back down. Now once we have done all of those, we're going to go around a second time, and we're going to go in that middle line. We're going to draw a circle there, and then we're going to start doing flower petals coming out from this circle. The most important thing here is that we hit that center line there. You see the one that is going to be moving us around into the next flower area. These are not great petals here, but that's okay. Now watch this one. We're going to come out, and we're going to be careful on that line to make sure that we stay on that line, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So we keep coming down. I'm not worried about how many petals I have in each little area. So now we're going to be careful on that one. We're going to come around one side of that quilting we've already done. We're going to come out that line that we have the petal on, and that gets us ready to start the next one. You see, if we can be careful on that very first petal and the other petal to make sure that they line up on that line, then we have a way to easily get into the next section without it looking like we've made a mistake and there's an extra line there. It's just an easy way to keep us moving around. So again, this one is skinny, but it's going to be on that line that we're going to be traveling on. I think when I actually quilt these, there will be fewer number of petals. So again, we're going to go on one side of that circle, and we're going to come back out the other side and be ready to start again. All right, let's remember we're going to start here at this point, and we're going to come up 1, 2, over 1, 2, and we're going to come to this point right here. So we'll have a line from here to here, and then we'll have a line coming back from here all the way back to here, and we're just going to follow that along all the way. Now we're going to come back from here and go back to that point right there. Again, I have to be looking kind of through my machine so I can see the point that I'm headed for, and that's where my eye is going to stay, is on the point I'm headed for. I'm certainly not looking at all of this as I'm going along, because if I do that, that line just gets really, really crooked. Turn it around. I'm going to come to right here. Same thing, my eye is more focused on the point that I'm headed to than the point where my needle is. Remember, the classic example of this is when you're driving, you are not looking out the side window at where you are, but you're looking at the front window to know where you're headed to. So always remember that. So now let's come back. right, we are back where we started. We now have these nice big kite shapes that we can fill in with some great big fun flowers. So remember, we're going to come across to here. We're going to make a circle, and then we're going to start filling in this area with loops. Again, I'm not going to worry about how many loops I have. I'm just going to try to, the only two things I'm going to be looking for are to try to keep one of the loops on one of the lines of the loop on that line right there, so that I have that line that I can travel on. Let's go. Again, I'm making this line come on this line right here. So that gives me that place that I can get out into the next one. Across. Alright, I'm back where I started. So I'm going to travel along the center circle here, and I'm going to travel out that way, going to the center of the next one. Stop a quarter of an inch before I hit that line. Make a circle. And start doing petals. The only thing that I'm trying to be consistent with is that this longest loop, this longest petal right here and right here, I want to be as much on that line and coming right into that point as I can. we are back where we started, and doesn't that look good? I'm super excited with it. Can't wait to add the next section to it. Wow, doesn't that look great? I love these flowers in through here. They give it a real south of the border look, and I really like that. I think that's kind of the theme of this one. I'm excited about it and can't wait to finish it up next week. I hope you're enjoying these mandala designs. I'm having so much fun quilting them, and it's just a great way to practice free motion quilting, but yet learn some new designs at the same time. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time on Frances Quilts.
Remember, if you like what you've seen, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please check out my website and daily blog at francesquilts.com, and I can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Frances Quilts. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.